Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Oop, I am recording, there we go. Anyway, hello there, my name is Mr. Dogbot333 and welcome back to Hearts of Iron for Kaiserredux as the Pacific States of America. Now, last video, we went ahead and finally wiped out the AUS for good. Took a good bit of land from them, but now we have two more factions to deal with before we can go ahead and declare victory once and for all in the name of democracy and all that good stuff. Meanwhile, that's not meanwhile, we're doing very well pushing against the Cindies on this front. I think that will be, we have a lot of luck coming in on this end. Did work for welfare. Next, let's go ahead and do what do we want to do? We could get another research slot. Actually, would be very interesting if we just get another research slot off the bat. Why not? Let's do Chatuoka. The Chatuoka Institution is a prominent retreat in upstate New York that promotes progressive values. We should introduce its leading thinkers to the national stage so that they can better promote their theories. And here we go. Pushing against the Cindies. I imagine Chicago will fall sometime soon. And that might go ahead and give us a little push forward we need to win. Put the push against syndicalists. I can't get the push against the feds yet. Alright, well, they're now surrounded in this little part of northern Minnesota. I don't know what you call this exactly, actually. I'm not quite sure what you'd call it, but we're about to surround a couple troops here. It's not going to be a huge encirclement by any means, but it's going to be pretty good. Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Major Grand Dragon and their followers are either fleeing or arrested, and the clan alongside with other and DWL cells have gone utterly underground, practically falling apart in the process. While some of their members are still around, they can no longer cause major damage to supply or civilian sectors. Beautiful. Oh, and no longer construct anything. I'm guessing that's just going to be repaired. Probably have that pop back up in a second. There we go. We'll do synthetic oil. I can just research a bunch of shit right now. Let's get Recon Company 3's going. Beautiful. Look at all this. Let's go ahead and get some infrastructure going. We got so much infrastructure we can build. Demand that. Demanding all this. I'm not letting any of that go. Beautiful. And with that, have the rest of the PSA, or the PSA, the USA. And once we wipe them out, we're good. Next, let's go ahead and do Social Security. Modern social security system will give the elderly the ability to retire in peace and financial security, generate a great deal of popular support for our administration. Oh, beautiful. Around the nation, the CCC has become a beloved American agency. Now, statues are being erected on the West Coast, and thanks to the work it provides to the people. Saving America. I wonder if people are being paid to put up those statues. That would be funny. It's a little bit of the Obama giving himself the medal meme. But still very funny, I think. Probably worth a while, honestly. Getting some trouble and some action on the UP. Meanwhile, getting pushed back a little bit over here. But I'll start pushing on the federal front. And that's going to help a lot. Yeah, look at that. Green generally across the board, at least in the Illinois area. A little bit in the south as well. So far, so good. Let's get the next model of rifles going. I don't think we'll get it deployed in this war, but just to have it in case would be nice. Meanwhile, securing hold over the Upper Peninsula. With the war between the U.S. and the PSA dragging on, talks have been held between the highly placed officials on both sides regarding a possible ceasefire. This comes the urging of a federal government, though it's unknown just how much traction there currently is. We'll see within a couple of days whether anything comes of it. An interesting idea. Sounds like some cope, I'll be honest, but let's do Medicare. Extra month of population, I love it. Medicare is a radical new policy legislation proposed by leading farmer labor politicians. It will enable our poor citizens to get the medical treatment they need. Why not? After 2 days of talks, Army officials have put together a proposal. Any states west of Mississippi River, which are currently occupied by American forces, will be ceded to the PSA, with some gaps filled on the map, though nothing they can't properly supply. The west would be ceded to the USA. Outside of that, there are no guarantees and no talks of actual peace. Eventually, there will be reckoning. Both sides simply call for hostilities to stop for now, for damage to be assessed, and for living to take a much-needed break. That'd actually probably give us... I don't hate that. I mean, I'll save real quick just in case, but I do not dislike that. I think this will do. This will give us probably up to here, I'm guessing. Oh, they're immediately beginning to justify war against us again. Go figure. Well, talks with the U.S., including the ceasefires going ahead already. Troops are pulling back to the western side of the new border. How long this will last will remain to be seen. Well, it's peace for now. Does that give us cores? It does not give us cores on any of that. And they still own Hawaii, weirdly enough. We also don't get claims on Hawaii. Well, we'll see how long it'll last. Wait, what? How the fuck do they own... This is the Mississippi. Not this. Okay, though yet exists across a ceasefire line, and the other factions of war have fallen, the battles are done, at least for now. Taking a breather, moment of respite and reflection before we will need to take up arms and unite the country under one banner again. For the moment, the people can rejoice for a victory hard-earned. The light of liberty has not yet been extinguished. Not yet. Might get there, though. Oh, new shows in town. The Bride of the Bowery is a popular film from the East Side Kids series. It includes positive references to the CCC, boosting our popularity and new support, and following a trend of increasingly popular support for new liberalism. Great! When is that going to be done? 15th of July. Volunteer only? What the fuck? No. No, that's not... We can't have that. Follow Budapest. Feels bad, man. Let's do synthetic oil experiments. Got Medicare. Next, let's do the National Youth Administration. Unemployment breeds radicalism. We must ensure the young men demobilized from the war of meaningful employment, or we will see a rise in the radicalism we have spent the last few years attempting to suppress. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Do we get anything else, really? Not really that much, honestly. We don't get the... Don't have this yet. Yeah. This morning I saw, and I was conquered. As anyone who would be who sees for the first time this great feat of mankind. 10 years in the place where you're gathered was a sparse, foreboding desert. In the bottom of a gloomy canyon whose precipitous walls rose to a height of more than 1,000 feet, flowed a turbulent, dangerous river. The mountains on either side of the canyon were difficult of access without a road nor trail, and the rocks were protected by neither trees nor grass from the blazing heat of the sun. Beside a boulder city was a cactus-covered waste. The transformation wrought here in these years is a 20th century marvel. Thus began Earl Warren's speech, dedicating the creation of Boulder Dam that has finally been created today. On behalf of the nation, to say to you, well done. Well, get ready for a new offensive line. Oh, Following the First Great War in 1960s, a number of laws were passed by President Grant to stop the first Klan that terrorism. During the Wilson and Palmer administrations, the Klan experienced a major rebirth and then decided to join the would-be tyrant William H. Murray, who should use the laws to make sure that those terrorist traitors not find any rest within America. Of course, some believe we should focus on reconciliation of former members, only crackdown on those who are actively plotting against the state. Death to the Klan. San Francisco is sometimes called the Paris of the West, thus to make it one of the cultural centers of the world, a week-long event is in spring dedicated to fashion. Thus, the fashion designers of America have come to San Francisco to help set up shop and support the endeavors to make San Francisco one of the cultural and fashion capitals of the world, so that she can really, truly be proud of her nickname, the Paris of the West. New fashion for America. It's been proposed that the Congress create a committee dedicated to dealing with subversive elements within our society, those that fought against the government. This committee shall be known as the House Un-American Activities Committee and be dedicated to stamping out traitors to America. However, some within the government question this reach and regard it as being unconstitutional. What should we do? Don't form it, I guess. We don't have much of a choice there, do we? Oh god, we kind of lacking. Well, we don't have militias anymore. But these should be cranked out soon enough. We don't have manpower for all of those guys, but I don't know if we really needed to do the peace deal, honestly. I mean, you gotta find out somehow, I guess. Let's go and do the Agricultural Adjustments Act. There are many ideas for how to help our farmers in this crisis. One idea states that we should create the AAA to boost agricultural prices of farmers while reducing surpluses. The government will use this to ensure that farmers can stay afloat in these desperate times. Beautiful. Yeah. I would appreciate a core on some of this land eventually. I'm just gonna throw that out there, game, if you want to help me out with that. I'm not entirely sure how we get more cores at this rate. Hungary's capitulating, I'm not too surprised there. Working on more military factories. You occupy the stable, we don't own it. We can get working on better artillery. That might help us out a little bit. How much long do we have until these guys go back to war with us? July. Oh, the 15th of July, just after the 4th. How American. Yeah, us not owning these two bits of land is annoying as shit. I'm not gonna lie. Because this is not the Mississippi. Did they not? We got robbed. This was not a good deal for us. I call barnacles on this. But yeah, okay, AA is done. Next, let's do... Let's do a settlement movement. Settlement movement was popular in the pre-Weltkrieg era. England and America focused on bringing the rich and poor together in settlement houses to better understand each other. We should encourage a revival of this movement in these difficult social times. Yeah, why not? American Civil War has caused much damage to the vast majority of the country, including many former Major League parks. After discussing the Pacific Coast League over the past few sessions, many Major League teams are now deciding to abandon their destroyed stadiums and move westward, taking advantage of the West Coast's relatively unscathed counterparts. The first team to announce such a move were the New York Giants to San Francisco, soon followed by the Brooklyn Dodgers to LA. Both teams have a storied following, and the fans in their cities have taken to them immediately. It looks like the other teams will follow suit. As of now, though, many other East Coast teams are deciding to stay put, such as the storied Yankees are now the only remaining team in New York, and that's going to be a long train ride, though. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there for now. Thanks for watching, and dislike if you didn't. That's the American South Africa apartheid era flag. It's the American version of that. Holy shit, I just noticed that. Yeah. If you dislike, didn't leave any comments, feedback, non-comments below. I'm sure you all know the deal by now. Rebuild the West. Anyway, I'm sure you all know the deal by now. I'll see you all next time. I thank you for watching, and bye-bye.